Hey, welcome to React Roundup, the podcast where we keep you updated on all things React related. This show is sponsored by Levan and produced by Top and Devs and Envoy. In today's episode, we will talk about a very interesting tool that can be used to analyze your Gmail mailbox stats so that you can figure out which emails you can delete. And we are talking directly to the author of this library, which is Levan Katsadze. Levan is a front-end-focused software engineer from Georgia Tbilisi. So it's very good to have you on the show.
Thanks. Well, let's start from the problem I faced, right, before I started working on this project. So my software package, the Gmail inbox task I created, is basically a solution for the very desirable feature which Gmail does not have. Gmail doesn't have the feature to find some statistical information about your mailbox. For example, who sends you most mails, right? In other words, sort senders by mail count. Also, where have you sent most mails? In other words, sort receivers by mail count and so on. Without this information, it's very difficult to clean up huge mailbox without accidentally deleting important mails, especially if you have thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands mails in your Gmail, right? Many people have so much mail in their Gmail, and cleaning up to have some space, it's very difficult for them. And with this project, which took me about several weeks to develop, and for sure, before I started working on this project, I tried to find similar solutions on YouTube. Also, I searched the entire internet, hoping that I would find an easy way to analyze my Gmail, right, to clean it up. But I could not find anything. And when I say anything, I mean I could not find any easy solution. There were only complicated, high software development level complicated and also outdated instructions. And then I said, okay, why not make it myself? And I decided to create this software and to record the video tutorial for it to be super easy to use, even for the people without any technical skills. The video is very easy to follow. You can find it on my YouTube channel, LeoDevBro. Also, you can find it on YouTube just by searching who sent me most mails in Gmail. And that's it. You can find it very easily. I think millions of people would find this video tutorial very useful.
Yes, definitely. What I would like to understand now is this feeling of I can't find a solution, let me build this myself, is something that I think all engineers struggle through life. So we are always thinking, even when we actually have a solution, it's sometimes like, it's not exactly what I want to, let me build this myself, So, and also Mbox, which is the format that Gmail uses, it's not only for Gmail, right? It's from my understanding, a universal format. I remember that I had to take care of their emails as well. And those were not Google emails. They were just self-hosted emails on some cheap cloud. And whenever I needed to export a mailbox, they would be exported using the Mbox format. And I actually think this is a very flexible format. I don't think this is specific to Gmail at all, actually, which makes your library very interesting because people could use it to analyze other mailboxes as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about it right now. Yeah, I called it Gmail, but now I think that if other mail services can export or download file with Mbox extension, that will be very easy to analyze these files too. So, maybe I will do some experiments about it. Yeah, why not?
I wonder if you knew about this before, maybe you could have found a particular tool to analyze it. It's like I'm reading the good news and at the same time the bad news that maybe it did exist before, it was just not under the Gmail prefix. But I think if you just look for mbox analysis, you can probably find something that does this. And I can even see that there are a few libraries on npm itself for mbox specifically.
Yeah, and that's the idea. I use these libraries, but these libraries are not user friendly. I mean, user friendly for the non-technical users. They are for software developers. But this specific package I developed is everyone friendly. That's the idea.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense.
So I come from I have no background in any of this email stuff. This is the first time even hearing of the mbox format. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh no, this sounds like one of those, yeah, okay, it's a defined file type, but it could have custom field A to Z. I guess I have a general question, and you mentioned you tested it on a lot of inboxes with your friends. What were some weird bugs? I can imagine you ran into these weird fields you hadn't seen before, or how does the mbox format even look? And how does the flow, what is the flow of your tool?
Yeah, the magic comes from the npm website, actually, how I analyze this mbox file, right? Because this mbox file is very complex, if you open this mbox file with maybe text editor or something you will see some strange things. And yeah, it is strange for me too. I'm not familiar with that. I did not analyze this. I did not work on this. I used pre-written libraries for it, which are also available on npm. They just provided me special functions to just access, to read, for example, the list of mails, and then I can read, in each mail I can read sender, receiver, CC, BCC, also attachments, and everything, text and everything. So I am with the simple JavaScript code. And yeah, the usage was very simple, but for sure the calculations I did and the analysis and generating these CSV files to make it very accessible for everyone, I had to do some a little bit complex coding. But yeah, I tried to write code with very clean code practices, with a very organized way. So maybe other developers will be able to easily understand my code.